Okay, so hey y'all, welcome back to another video. I know y'all haven't seen me in a long time. I am sorry. Please do not kill me. But y'all already know the vibes with the videos. We're back with another one, and today we are going to be talking about tape-ins. So, a lot of people have a lot of questions about tape-ins, and I am here to answer those, and as well as answer those, just to give y'all my perspective on tape-ins for real, for real. So this was a model. I took her. She just paid for her hair. I do provide the tapes for all of my clients, and I provide all the tapes for my clients because a
because
lot of
a lot
tape
of
in
tape
hair
in
isn't
hair
really
isn't really
created
created
equal.
equal.
I really
I
don't
really don't
like a lot
like
of
a
tape
lot
in
of tape
hair,
in hair.
so we're
So
going to be
we're going to be
using
using
mine.
mine.
So, with that, a lot of people think tape-ins damage your hair and stuff like that. And then, if you don't know, the way tape-ins are applied is basically you're sandwiching your hair in between the tape-ins. And that's the simplest way I could put it. Y'all gonna see me do it later, of course, because I'm gonna show y'all. I really don't have to explain me straightening and stuff like that just because y'all seen me flat iron hair a million bazillion gazillion times. So, you sandwich your hair in between the tape ends, and then the takeout process is fairly easy as long as you've worn your tape ins for a minute. Now, the shorter time you've worn your tape ins, the harder it is to take out. Now, it will not rip your hair out unless you're doing crazy things or your hair can just not take tape ins to begin with. I've only seen that happen once, and it's because the tape weight was literally too much on her follicles around like her edges because her hair was on the thinner and finer side, which is why people with thinner or finer hair, I don't suggest tape ins. I would quite honestly just suggest micro links if I suggest micro links at all. Now, with that, the way you apply tape-ins, okay, fine, you have them in for 2 months, and then, or 6 to 8 weeks, and then what I use, some people use like a simple special solution or whatever. What I do is I take leave-in conditioner and shine mist, and I mix my own concoction in a bottle, and then I add a little bit of holding spray to it as well, because those are all the things that help tapes slip. So I prefer to do it that way and just mix my own little concoction of stuff I know that has good products in it, because I don't know what that little solution is that people be using, but that's how I do it. Like, so I split the tape with a red tail comb a little bit, and it shouldn't be that hard. You can really split the tape with your finger if you wanted to, especially if you had them in long enough. And then all you do is spray that solution on, mix it, massage it in, and then you take it off. Easy, simple. She didn't have her tape ins that long because she washed her hair at home herself. She didn't know what she was doing as far as tapes. She probably got a lot of conditioner and stuff on the tapes, and then she tried to then go in and blow dry without properly detangling and combing. And then as well, her hair was dripping wet, so it made the tape slide and slip out. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. She didn't have no damage. She just didn't wear her tapes for a long time because that's what happened. And she didn't wait to come get her maintenance from me. So, I mean, it's not really too serious. You could always reuse your tapes and get them put back in. So, but yeah. So on the outside, I feel like tapes are good. Tapes are a good way if you want to add extra length, extra fullness to your extensions. I've actually grown to like tapes a little bit more than micro lengths, just because it's easier to put in and it is easier to maintenance. It's a little bit more difficult to take them out just because you do have to comb out like the little like sticky adhesive stuff off of where it was and stuff like that, massage that in and get that really good. But other than that, I love tapes. Like, tapes get a 9 out of 10 for me, and the only reason it's not a 10 out of 10 is because, like I said, when you take them out, I love them. Now, let's talk about some of the requirements you have to have for tape ends. Now, as far as the requirements that I make sure my clients have for the tapes, you have to have full edges all the way around, because the tapes aren't going all the way to your edges, of course, because it has to be hidden, but that's the exact reason. The tapes have to be hidden, for one. On top of the tapes having to be hidden, if your hair is super thin around your perimeter, when you put that weight of the tape in on, that weight of the tape in is going to break your hair off, and it's going to break it off from the root, and we do not want that. That's why it is necessary to have consultations, because I have to look, I have to see. I need to look at your perimeter. I need to look at your edges. I need to look at how thin your hair is, how fine your hair is, how coarse your hair is. And then also to maybe not like extremely curly hair on the tapes. Your hair has to be at least somewhat healthy. And the only reason I say somewhat healthy is because if you need to trim, like that's not anything that's slight. Like we can give you a trim, we can give you a cut in order for you to be able to get what you need to get done. Like I've had and here's my really, and here's my son. You want to say hi, fat man?
Hi.
Yeah. Okay. You gotta be quiet for the people now. Okay.
Okay.
So what I was saying is, if you need to trim or cut, we could easily trim and cut, and then boom, you're good. Your hair is now on the track to where it needs to be. And then some people don't feel comfortable with how short it is to wear their hair out. So then like we talk about it and things like that. So that's one of the requirements I have for tapes. And then like I've also had a client, she got micro links. I think it was micro links. It was either micro links or tape show. But she came in, her hair was a little bit unhealthy. She needed a cut. We gave her a cut. And then she wanted to build fullness back into her hair. And we did that with the micro links or tapes, whichever one. I can't remember, y'all. But we did that with that. Her hair is in amazing shape now. So it's all about putting health forward. As long as you have a stylist that is able to put health forward, y'all, you don't need to worry about your hair coming out. You don't need to worry about none of that. Like, and then stylists, as long as you have the correct education, because truth be told, y'all, I taught myself how to do tapes, because if you have the background and the knowledge of hair and what hair does, you're okay. Like, you're going to be able to do things.
Can they turn around?
Yes, you can say hi to them in a minute, okay? You gotta be quiet first, though, okay?
Okay.
But you're going to have sorry, y'all, my son just woke up and he wants to come say hi to y'all. But you're going to be able to give a service, especially as you're learning about it and you see it and you're able to put what you've learned and what you've seen into action. You're going to be able to do it seamlessly without damaging somebody's hair or without your hair being damaged, y'all. Like, maintenance for tape-ins is so easy. I tell my clients not to wash their hair at home, especially if they don't really wash their hair at home to begin with and stuff like that, because it's not that you can't, it's that you need to be mindful, especially because if your hair is thick, like her hair is thick, y'all. If your hair is thick, you're going to need to pay attention to every detail. So like the hair that's in between the tapes and stuff like that, like that little space that I leave in between each like tape section, you need to be able to comb that out, and you need to make sure that you get it as straight as possible. You need to make sure that you're able to hit that with a detangling comb and with your blow dryer and stuff like that to make sure that it's straight so it doesn't mat up at your root. And a lot of people cannot do that. A lot of people do not have that skill, which is why it's best to do it in the salon. Now, if you have like hair that's a little bit looser and stuff like that, then that's different. Like, then we could talk about it, and then I'll be like, okay, yeah, go ahead, do that at home. But that's the only reason. And then if you listen, y'all, your hair will be perfectly fine. Like, literally perfectly fine. And then right here, I'm showing y'all, like, how seamless it is and what the tapes are doing and the bricklayering that I'm doing with her hair. It's amazing. Like, tapes are literally amazing, y'all. And then right here, I'm going in on the side. But y'all seen my method a little bit. Like, as far as just watching this video, y'all seen the method and how they're put in and things like that. Now, the other thing I want to touch on about tapes is as far as layering and styling, y'all. Yes, you can layer your tapes. You can cut them. I suggest it so your hair isn't just so flat and so it could blend better with your actual real hair. Like, it's imperative, quite honestly. And I think it is one of the best things that you can do. Then also, y'all, when you do that, I want to touch on, sorry, this video is a little all over the place, but as y'all can see, when I put the tapes on, I do not put it straight at the root. That's the other thing that prevents breakage, y'all, is not doing it straight at the root. So please make sure whoever's doing your hair, or if you're doing tape-ins, y'all, do not put it straight at the root. It's not going to be good for the client's hair. It's eventually going to be uncomfortable. It's going to hurt. It's going to pull. Tape-ins are not supposed to hurt. They're not supposed to pull. They're supposed to be low tension. But as far as the layering goes and stuff like that, it needs to be layered. At least, at the very least, your face has to be framed. Because some people get tape-ins just for fullness, and their hair is pretty much just about one length anyway, and they want that effect with the tape-ins to just make the hair a little bit thicker. In that case, I do minimal layering, and then I do face framing to make it look as natural as possible. Like this here, y'all gonna see me, I think I have it in here, where I do a little bit of face framing and layering, but that is imperative to make it look as natural as possible, y'all. Some people's hair, I understand, is one length. Some people wear their hair like that, but just for longevity and to make it look as natural as possible, I do at the very least some face framing. And upkeep, wrap your hair. It's the same. It's the same, y'all. Wrap your hair at night. Put it in a ponytail. People get tape-ins because they're seamless, and you could put it in a ponytail once you're done. Put it in a ponytail when it gets old. Just leave it up. You don't have to keep putting heat and heat and heat. I have girls who have tape-ins and microlinks. They do not have heat damage, y'all. They do not have heat damage for the simple fact that they listen. They listen. Like, you do not need, just because you have tape-ins or whatever, does not mean you have to put heat on your hair every day. It does not mean that. It's the same as your regular hair. You wrap it up. You have to be a little bit more careful when you brush your hair, when you comb your hair, because you have things at your root. Other than that, you are perfectly fine. Wrap your hair, put a scarf on it, put a bonnet on it, go on about your day. Do your maintenances. I recommend people do maintenances let's say every 2 to 4 weeks. I really like not to see my clients like past the 3-week mark, just depending on how their hair takes heat and what they do on a normal basis. Like, if they work out, I would rather see them every 2 weeks versus somebody who doesn't work out. That 3-week or 4-week mark would be fine, as long as their hair gets oily and doesn't start reverting back when it gets old, because that really is dependent upon the person. But other than that, if y'all have any more questions about tapes, just let me know. Y'all gonna continue to see me install this install. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like the video, y'all. Comment what else y'all want to see, what else y'all want to know. I just want to say thank you guys for all the support that y'all have given me thus far and sticking with me, because I know I haven't posted a video in so long. So don't kill me, y'all. But we are back. We are better. Consistent videos from here on out. I promise. I promise. And then also let me know if y'all want maybe 3 videos a week, 2 videos a week, how y'all want to see, what else y'all want to learn. And then we could get that going for y'all. But have a wonderful day, and I will see y'all on the flip side. I will see y'all next time.
Look, I know girls love Beyonce. Girls love to fuck with your conscience. Girls say when them kids go missing. And shawty, you ain't no different. These days it's hard to meet women. Feel like my love life is finished. I've been avoiding commitment. That's why I'm in this position. I'm scared to let somebody in on this. No new friends, no, no, no. You know how this shit goes. You've got your fair share of admirers that call your phone. You try to act like it's just me, but I am not alone. And if you're alone, then say my name, say my name. You know what is around you. Say, baby, I love you if you ain't already gay. Say my name, say my name. You acting kinda shady, baby. Why the sudden change? Say my name, 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 say my name. If no one is around you. Yeah, say my name, cause those other men are practice. And this ain't no time for acting, this ain't no time for games, and this ain't no time for uncertainty. This ain't no time for locking your phone and not coming home and start some shit.